Alright, everyone, we're back for round two of this nonsense, which is Riddlesmith versus Delver. I'm playing a stock Delver of Secrets list, minus the sideboard, which is pretty stock. Some people mess with a few of these slots, like Flusterstorms over, I don't know, some people play Hydroblast here. But honestly, like, these slots are very minor, and this is pretty close to as stock as I could find, without, like, people picky and choosy on their own cards. So this is what we're going to be playing. He knows my deck list. It's open deck list. We're going to play this assumed we know what the matchup is. He knows I'm on Delver. I know he's on Riddlesmith. We're both on open deck lists. We're going to play a few matches here and just see how the matchup really is. He says he likes this matchup a lot. He thinks he's favored, but then I showed him that this deck plays counterbalance, and he's like, I've never seen it out of them, but it's actually like really stock to play two counterbalance sideboards, so he says that could be a bigger problem if it resolves, which is obviously a big problem, and he can't really counter it or really deal with it much. Counterbalance on 1 or 0 on the top of the deck is pretty nuts against them. And we do have Cage, Surgical, Meltdown, Blasts here, and Fluster versus them. So we have a very packed sideboard. I think this is going to be a very good matchup for Delver. I said that about Reanimator and was wrong, so we'll see. He does think he's favored, but he does think the counterbalance could be challenging. So we'll see how this goes. We're going to run a few matches here, and hopefully I record them all, because with the Reanimator one, I was having some issues with the recording. So I'm just going to make sure that when I challenge him here, I have the right thing up. So I'm going to make sure that this is recording properly before we start. Is it recording? We look like we have the recording. So this is a known matchup. This hand's crap regardless, so we're mulling. This is a keep. This hand's a Delver hand. It's just very good. I think I'm gonna bottom a land here, maybe? Maybe Bobble. So, some arguments for this hand. I want to Bobble post DRC, I think, if I'm doing that. So maybe I'll do bottom a land. I get 2 looks at a land, even if I don't find a land. Or I can Bobble before, but I don't think Bobble before is that good either. So I want to keep the Bolt. I think I'm going to bottom a land here, but you could be bottoming the Bobble. Might be just dumb to keep it. But I do want to try to speed up the clock, and I think keeping the Bobble will do so. I would like to remind people that I'm not a Delver expert by any means. I am a fairly good Legacy player. I consider myself a Legacy expert, mostly combo decks, but I do have experience with Delver, not a ton, but a decent amount. I think do we want that or not? Like, I want a land, but if this hits another land, do I want it or not? I honestly think I'm gonna bin it. Like, I don't know if I actually do need another land. Let's just do that on them right now. Containment Construct. Okay. Okay, more baubles is kind of fine. It's like I don't really need another land on this hand. So, like, I know how to play Delver to a good extent. I haven't actually played a whole ton with these counterbalance builds. I was explaining it to Killabee that I don't think it's... Like, personally, I don't like counterbalance in Delver in the sideboard, but a lot of players, like most players, play it, so I'm just going to take a stock list for our testing sakes. Okay, that's a lot of cards. We got a grid here. Got a construct here. I think this is fine. This could go poorly, obviously, but yeah, so that's fine. I'm gonna upkeep bolt this because I want to get the triggers on this. We will bin a Murktide. Draw. So now we'll bobble. Oh, we have 4 card types ready. That's good for pressure-wise. I want to find a wasteland here if possible. I guess I don't really get to keep it regardless, though. Do I want the brainstorm? I think I want the brainstorm. I guess I do get to keep it because I get to draw it, so then I can play my land here, attack, bobble them, and then I get to draw the brainstorm. I'll force pitch the brainstorm probably. So they're gonna start making tokens here. I honestly do not care about that all that much. The tokens don't concern me because I'm gonna be attacking in the air and they're gonna have their little ground tokens. You know, this Murktide in play with the Brainstorm as the pitch here. It's gonna be a relatively small Murktide, but I don't really think that's a huge issue. They get a lot of card draws here, which is annoying but fine. It's debatable if maybe I should be casting this Brainstorm before the... and just risk not hitting a blue card. Because I want to try to get... Oh, that's bad for me. I mean... I have to force this, but like, I don't know if I'm gonna... I do think I want to cast this Brainstorm and just take that risk first, because I want this Murktide to be bigger if possible. And also, Brainstorm and do some things would be good. I'm gonna top that. Daze is pretty good. Like, Daze isn't that good, but it's fine. Okay, I think we're just gonna double Daze this now. That means not having Force up this turn, though. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be Blast and Murktide on top. Or Blast and... yeah, Murktide on top. Or, sorry. I think we want to put Blast and Murktide on top and flip the Blast into the yard. So I'm going to force this, I think. I could double Daze this, actually. No, but then my Murktide's off, so I'm going to force this. And flip the Blast in the yard. See if they can echo here. Could have double Dazed that, but then I'm not Murktiding, which feels real bad. Oh, geez, we're going for a spin, and I can't do shit about it. Gamble. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, I can't do crap about that, so that's cool. Get the thing. Oh, wait, yeah, they're doing that. Okay, so I don't think I'm supposed to Daze this. I don't think that makes any sense. I want to keep my lands in play. I have a new Daze, but I think I'm now dead this game. This game ran away from us. I think it's very unlikely this Daze does anything here. This hand also just doesn't really cantrip out of it very well. Oh, please, please play into Daze. I'm not playing into Daze. Okay. So they get to keep 3 cards. Discarded to Echo. They're passing. That's interesting for sure. Now we're gonna have more pressure, which is nice. Okay, I would like to cast... so... I think I just want to cast Ponder. I'm gonna bin that. I'm trying to find like Force of Will here. Pyroblast and Wasteland. Yeah, I think I keep those cards. I think we're gonna waste the Sega here. And now I don't know if I'm supposed to play the... I don't think I'm supposed to play the... I would definitely want to play this to draw that Pyroblast. But like, I don't think I can now play Delver, which is annoying for pressure things, but it's kind of fine. We get to attack for 3, which is again good. It's Delver. This DRC is coming back real fast. So mana confluence. They have to be suspicious of what that mana is up. Oh, they know about it now. That's not good for me, but it's not good. But like at the same time, I don't really know that they can play around it that easily if they're gonna have to echo. Confluence, we knew about that. Defense grid. Well, that's certainly less good for me. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna daze this so that they have to pay. And it might keep them off of things up in that. This might make them not be able to echo this turn, which would be real nice for me. It does definitely put me in a spot where I'm losing though in the future, but we kind of expected that to happen anyway after they echoed the first time, so it's just a bit of a delayed loss. I've definitely had some minor sequencing errors on the DRC and Ponder here, but I don't think it really matters a whole ton when it comes down to it. Like, I could have probably got a card deeper, but like, I don't know. Hard to say it matters. Let's see if they pay for this grid or not. They are gonna pay, and they're gonna pay with that. Well, that makes sense to pay with that, because they don't want to pay with the pedal. They can't pay with Opal. The Opal's on. That was a misplay, not dropping another artifact. Yeah. Yeah, I missequenced some things too, but yeah. It happens, we're testing. And now he has to put something colored under that. Yeah, I mean, I can't do shit about that, and once again, we're just hoping they whiff. He's not really dead. 2 bolts. Okay, I do think we bolt an upkeep. I just need to get some card filtering here. Yeah, we have to bin that because it doesn't do shit with grid in play. I don't actually know what I'm looking for then. Maybe like a ponder. Found my ponder. So I don't think I can really flip this reliably. If I go fetch land ponder, I flip to creature, or is that better than wastelanding them? I'm not sure it is. So the question is, do you go after colored source or non-colored source? I have 3. I think you go after non-colored. Or yeah, like, even though the tomb cost him life, I just think that's correct to go there. It's just maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I want to get them off the most mana possible because it looks like they were missing mana is the reason they didn't kill me there, but their hand could just be completely dead too, as possible. Sega's fine. That card shouldn't be a problem. So we're gonna flip this. Well, hopefully flip this thing. Yeah, you got a lot of baubles. This has been a weird game. This is a game 1 still. We're on turn 4, that's later than normal. Okay, I'm definitely not casting spells. I think we've established that. Delver of Secrets, huh? If only I could have... If I pondered, I would have flipped and won this game. But then they would have had Ancient Tomb, so that's more mana. It's kind of iffy. I think it was Ponder still. Flip a Bauble or a... I'm going to top that, I think, because it might let me flip more easily. Maybe not. I'm gonna bin it. I think you do top this because this is gonna draw a card. I'll draw this, and then I'll be able to maybe set up. So I'm gonna top this for now to flip it. Or we just find Bolt. Yeah, I think I take that, and if we flip a creature here, we win. Flip a creature or a bauble, we win this game now. Creature bauble. Ooh, we win. Nice. Close. Okay. So his wheels whiffed, so that's good. GG. Close one. So, like, that's the thing, his deck can just whiff. So now we have a lot of cards to bring in, which get real problematic for him. All these are coming in. End actually does kill all their creatures, which is kind of interesting. I think we kind of... Cage stops Echo, which is good. But it doesn't really stop anything else, so it's just Echo. I don't know if that's worth it. I'm going to see how the sideboarding looks after I bring in those cards. And then decide about Cage and End afterward. So I don't think Bauble's needed. I think Daze seems pretty poor versus them. Like, it can do things. It just seems very medium. I think Borrower is the same. I think EI is probably also a fairly medium one. I'm going to hit a Murktide. And again, guys, I do not know if I'm correct on all this stuff. I just am kind of going... I'm actually going to cut Mystic Sanctuary in this matchup. Even though we're... Well, maybe not. We're bringing in Counterbalance. I'm going to cut the Island, I think. I want to cut lands. I don't want to play this many lands. I think cutting the Island is fine. I'm not sure if you're supposed to cut Mystic Sanctuary, just because we're bringing in Counterbalance, so the game's going to get a little bit slower. I do think I want to cut a couple EIs and maybe a couple Murktides. I don't think winning needs to be a priority. I think not losing needs to be a priority. This might be extremely overboarding or incorrect, and I'm willing to be wrong on this. Like, I don't really think I'm right necessarily by boarding this much, but like at the same time I have these options. They're all good versus them. Why wouldn't I board them? Daze is certainly dead. Island or Mystic Sanctuary is debatable. This one's like not great because we don't want to tap land ever, and it's also like games might not go that long, but at the same time if we're bringing in Counterbalance they might go that long. Murktide and EI are the same. We're gonna get echoed off of this a lot, and they're just, like, medium cards. I don't know. Or, like, medium in this matchup. Like, we don't need to kill them. We need to not die. We could also be cutting Delvers over Murktide, but I think Delver is just a quicker card to cast, which is fine. I want to put, like, some amount of pressure on them, but also just, like, wreck everything they play. So that's how I'm going to sideboard. I don't know if it's correct. It's a lot of sideboarding. I just don't want to lose. Because I think this matchup's good for me, even though he thinks it's really good for him. I think this is a mull, but it's close. I think you have to assume their deck's kind of like Belcher, but like with defense grids. And I don't think this hand beats that. This would be really nice as an island, but again, I don't think this hand's really a keep. This one's way better. Let's bottom Tarn, and I think DRC is worse than Blast. I want to keep the Force Will, I want to keep the Wasteland and the Blast. I'm only in the Wasteland Saga here. I don't think I want to Wasteland a Tomb. So, like, I'd rather hold up Blast than Wasteland. Did I just go cycle a bunch of cards? Yeah, so, like, I don't think I want to hit that. Ooh, are they just going to yellow? Please just yellow. Yeah, just yellow, please. I wonder if they get... I mean, they're just going to get Echo here. So this is a YOLO, but at least it's a YOLO, and I'm really, really now tempted to... they're going to bobble 3 times probably, so I'm really tempted to... Does that change things, drawing the second one? It might. Because if I draw... Yeah, I think it does. Because now I can like go one on this turn and then hold up the other end wasteland. And it also like then lets me not just die to a Sega. They're gonna see some blasts eventually if they pop both. Wait, did they see both wasteland? They saw wasteland for both, so they know my top card, which I'm gonna shuffle away into, and they don't know about the blasts. That's real good for me. I don't know if it's gonna change their plays. They're probably just gonna slam anything they have. Hopefully they don't have grid. Grid would be really bad. Grid would be a punish for not wastelanding here. Oh, they punished me. It had to be that card to punish me like that. Oh, well, that's really good. Do I just wait? I think I'm supposed to hit it now. It's kind of bad, but I need to take them off that opal. Never mind. Oh wait, it's currently X1. Oopsies. Alright, I'm just gonna wait then. I think I just wait then. I think I was Oh, he knew about the meltdown. That's funny. I didn't shuffle it away before. I'm dying, aren't I? Gamble. Just opal and do... The fuck is this gonna be? I feel like I'm dying. I don't know what to. Is it Karn? Just gamble for... Ooh, they're gambling for Echo. Okay, well, so they have the mana to do that. It's like gonna Echo with 1 mana floating. This is bad for me. That's a great hand. Well, so like now if they pass, we're like in really, really good shape. But like I don't know how likely they're gonna pass here when they have a 7-card hand. I can't do shit. There's grid in play, so I can yield here pretty safely. Yeah, they're not passing. They just drew 8 cards for free. They're just not passing here. If they whiff, that's incredible. Yeah, they're not whiffing. Wait, did they draw a... Wait, they didn't. They did whiff. Or did they not whiff? They did. I think they did whiff. Wait, is that a whiff? Did they whiff? Because they can't... Yeah, I think that's a whiff. Looks like they whiff. They have no cards in hand. Like, they can cast a bauble, but they can't cast this. They have no way of casting it. Oh wow, we just won this game. Yeah, they whiffed and we won. Okay. Well, that's decent, I guess. Yeah, I mean, we just X2 the meltdown, and they're completely dobs. They'll have 2 cards to try to re-go. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be Wasteland or... I think it's just turn fetch. Meltdown. Now this is game over. Okay, that's brutal. Yep. I guess I shouldn't yield if he echoes here. If he draws a LED. Okay, that's brutal. This doesn't look like you're echoing. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to counterbalance here and then wasteland both lands. I don't know that this is correct, but this just seems to shut them off the most, and then we can start brainstorming next turn. I don't even think I lose to Segas here because I don't know how they're gonna get mana to Sega through this. You have 0 permanents in play on turn 5. Oh, you have a Sega now. That's super fine though. EI. Yeah, sure, let's EI. That seems fine. We also have Meltdown to beat all that stuff. Kind of just want to shuffle these, to be honest. Oh, wait, no, I can put Murktide in hand, bottom this, and then Surgical. I think this is fine. The Surgical... Echo Leon, sure, that seems right. She scooped. Yeah. GG. More. So that was match 1. Hopefully we captured all of that. This is gonna be a really good, helpful video for YouTube, I think, because especially if I do win a bunch of these matchups. Because like everyone is assuming this deck is good versus Delver, which he does have a very good win rate against Delver. But I don't know that the matchups. I don't know if that means that matchup's necessarily good, or if it just means that he's done well on it so far. And obviously, like, this is also going to be a small sample size, so don't take everything that this is like that it's saying I'm a good Delver player, I'm a medium Delver player, I'm better than some League players, but worse than some of the top players for sure. Do you keep this? I don't want to keep this. It's a bit slow is the problem. I think I keep this hand. It's a bit slow, knowing the matchup, but like I can hold up Blast/Bolt on turn 1 if I don't just die. That's a big bad news for me. Did I have a stop off there? I think I'm just gonna pass now. I don't really think I'm gonna lose to Constructs that badly, but I might. So like I don't think this matchup is as bad as like people are like, oh, he's favored by a lot, and maybe he's favored, but like does that mean he's like winning all the time? I don't know. We'll see how it goes though. I want to play at least like 3 or 4 matches here and see how this ends up. But I now do think I have to cast spells. I think I don't want that going off. Maybe that's wrong though. Maybe I do want that going off. I'm actually gonna shock here, I think. Does that brainstorm better? Shock? No, because we're losing both. I think we do shock that way. Okay, I'm gonna play DRC. Hold up. I do think I'm gonna shock. Just hold up the shock. It's obvious I have something here, but like I'm not. I think he's just gonna make constructs here. Not overly concerned by that. I don't think I'm killing these. I think that's fine if he wants to get LAD. Question now becomes if he plays, that's fine too. If he plays a bunch of artifacts, do I go and kill these? I'm not sure is the answer. I don't think I do. I think I will EOT Brainstorm on this one. It's a little weird, but you just like want more cards, I guess. If he grids, I'm just gonna lose this game, but... Oh, I wonder if I block. No, I don't think I do. I don't think I'm blocking. Could have blocked Bolt, but like, that feels a little wrong. I'm gonna do this EOT Brainstorm. I hate doing this on Delver, but do I want that card? Could be fine. Don't know that I necessarily need it. I think I'm gonna bin that one. It's close though. Found another one, so that's good that we binned it. I think I'm actually getting rid of EI here over the land. I don't think this EI does a whole ton right now, because I do just want to keep up spells. I actually prefer drawing the land than the EI, and then I think I'm gonna Borrower in upkeep to bounce one, maybe bin over the EI. No, that might be really aggressive. Okay, well I still don't think I want the EI. Yeah, well, I'll just draw the bulk first, I think. I don't know. This is a tough decision. I don't want to die to constructs. I think I have to cast Brainstorm here, actually. Which means do bin the EI. Which is probably fine. I think I just need to find a wasteland here, honestly. These constructs are gonna get out of hand quickly. Those are not wastelands, but they are forces, which makes me more comfortable bolting these things or bouncing them or whatever. Okay. So 3 card types currently. Just pass. Probably gonna bounce one. I think it's fine. Depending what they do. Now things get really awkward. Bolt's kind of out of range on those things. We are probably just losing this Sega game to not finding the wasteland. Oh shit, is my recording on? It is on. That is so good for me, because I did not think it was on this time. Fence grid. Yeah, I'm gonna counter that. Please flip something I can, yes, this is really good for us. Holy shit, that's so good for us. That's really, really good for us. Oh, that's really, really good. I'll block. And I'll bolt. Oh, he's not gonna make the trade? Oh, it does trade anyway. There's the wasteland. Okay. We are in good shape again. So they're gonna be 4/4s. If I bounce this in response, it's still 4/4 the new one, which is annoying as hell. Okay, that's fine then. If he goes to discard. So this game's gotten close because of those constructs and me not finding wasteland a turn earlier. What is this? It's a Riddle Smith. That's getting blasted. I'm dead if they play Artifact, by the way. Actually, that's not true. They need 2 artifacts to kill me here, because I did bounce one. They have 1 more artifact to die. They did not. Okay, so I go to 1, but my outs are kind of minimal now. Like, I don't really have... I guess Murktide would be pretty good. They might Echo here. I'm like tapped out, I can't do shit. If they Echo here, I almost feel favored though. I don't think they're supposed to. Yeah, that ain't it. Can't block that with this, so. Sega busted. So he got a game. We're going to board the same as last time, which is just a lot of cards coming in and a lot of cards that don't win very fast coming out. I liked that mapping a little bit. What was the other card that came out? The Island? Sure. Yeah, it can happen. It's just like not consistently gonna happen. I don't know if you guys have the chat log in there. I don't know how much the chat log you guys can see because I have the screen clipped weirdly. Let's just see when it goes if you guys have the chat log that we're chatting with. You do not have the chat log. Interesting. Well, too bad you guys don't get chat log. I think this hand's a trap. Don't like this one much better. I really wish that was the island, but I guess. I think we bought him a brainstorm, and I'm actually considering pondering on turn 1 here. But yeah, I do think you're supposed to ponder on turn 1 here, honestly. Okay, I'm gonna lose this game, but shit, I can't undo that. Okay, well, whatever. I feel losing this game so far. This hand's not the greatest. LED, are we echoing? I swear, if he YOLOs echo and I just could have had a blast up, that would have been very sad. Maybe I'm not supposed to cast the Ponder because I can just brainstorm EOT. I do not like brainstorm EOT in this hand. Okay, well, that makes me feel more confident. Is he gonna echo anyway? He's gonna echo anyway. Alright, well, I'm happy with the way I played then, because if I had found a Force of Will, I would have countered that and not this would have happened. But again, we go back to this, he could whiff, and my hand's fine. We're like, he's gonna need a whiff for like 2 turns though now. Oh, he just completely whiffed. Okay, I will brainstorm here. If I find a wasteland, I probably will. Sure. I don't know how good this Force of Will is, but I want to keep the brainstorm. If I need a force next turn, I can, but I'm not even in the brainstorm upkeep. I want to just get the. I mean, I don't think it's correct to brainstorm upkeep. I just want to get the most value out of this brainstorm and try to find something that does something like meltdown or the other one. Ooh, we're dying. We are very dead. So he had it. He didn't whiff. He just didn't. Well, I guess he needed a land drop. This is just breakthrough. So this is again essentially draw 8 with containment construct. It's a draw 4 for free. Yeah. Okay. So he's not whiffing here because he's got both of those things in place. So I'm gonna safely concede here. I think the whiffing probability is near 0. So he got that match. We'll run a few more here, I think. Yep, overwhelming has happened. We'll do here. I don't know about play or draw, but I can't really see. Where's my projector? Okay. Yeah, this is a keep. Certainly a keep. This is a Delver, does Delver thing hand. Grid? What is this? Do I care about that card? Only on no, but that card, this could come back to bite me in the ass if by letting that card resolve, but I don't want them to echo here. And I think it's possible that they do, even with that not in play. I also don't want a grid to resolve with this hand. Okay, they're passing, which is good for me. Do not draw Wasteland, which is not good for me, but I can play a DRC, which is okay for me. Worst case scenario is they go grid and still manage to cast the Echo this turn. Okay, that's certainly not great for me. Debate to even counter this because they're giving me the opportunity to, but I don't think that's correct. They get a couple loops to find grid now, which is problematic to say the least. Did they find it? Are they gonna go for it? They did not find grid, but they found the Sega. I suspect they... Oh, they're gonna go for it without stacking the LED. Very clever. I'm gonna pitch Murktide, I think. Bin that, I think. Just want to flip this thing faster. I now need to find a Wasteland or a Bolt. Ideally a Wasteland, though. I'll trade if you attack. No? Okay. Brainstorm. Just need to find something that does shit. I mean, yeah, if our shit's gonna hit that poorly, probably not winning this game. Technically I should attack first, but it doesn't really matter. I really should not yield here, because if they find Echo, I don't want to be yielded. Gonna hit or not? Regardless, those constructs are coming big. And this is their last one for Echo. They do not hit. But they're gonna have big constructs. Big constructs. Big construct, big problem. I am trading that. I am snap trading that. Look at I'm gonna yeah, I think it's just better. Bin that. How is this thing not flipping yet? Jesus. Ooh, that's bad for me. Yeah, not finding I don't think this daze does shit, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. I put days in hand and I bottom that and excel that. This is just really bad because I don't get to Wasteland here, which means they get two massive constructs. And I don't really know how I'm beating two massive constructs in game one. We are binning the hell out of that. Okay, that's step one of beating massive constructs. But I don't know how we beat a lot more than that. Do they have any bobble triggers? I don't believe they do, but they might have one. They don't. Okay, so they're gonna have two 7/7s. That's what's going on, at least. And a sack pedal. Well, that makes them smaller then. They just didn't want to tap Tomb, which is totally fair. Could probably do the same. Just don't play another Sega here or Echo. Echo would be bad for me as well. Okay. Get whacked for 6. We're having the same problem as we had the first game of the last one, which is overwhelmed by Sega. I mean, we can take a risk in EI here. Yeah, I don't know that it's correct per se. I need to figure that out. I have to hit land off EI to be to like win. I don't particularly think I want to take that risk right now. I'm really want so EI would have been real good here. I think I have to bin that now though. I'm not really sure what I was looking for here is the problem. The EI would have been nuts. I would have been that and had these three. Yeah, mistake there. Mistakes were made. I just did not want to take a risk is the problem. Mistakes were made. So I think we can, I guess, bounce one. Take the Bolt or the Delver next. Take the... how close are we to killing them? 3... Assume they're not going to tap that Tomb anymore. I guess I can just draw the Delver after, so I'll do Bolt after Wasteland. Oh wait, this was poorly done. But oh no, it's well, yeah, this was poorly done. I should have ordered it the other way to be able to flip the Delver into the graveyard if I wanted the option, but I guess that's fine. I think I should also cast Ponder. I think I should just main phase this Borrower, cast Ponder. Yeah, a lot of mistakes were made here. Because then I could have got this bolt into hand and be able to dig more. I think I want that bolt. I know it doesn't kill him, but I still think I want it. It puts me real close to killing them. Puts Ponder. If Ponder finds another bolt, they die. Okay. Actually, I think they just die because I have Delver on top of my deck. So I'll just cast. Oh wait, no wait. Yeah, I need to. I think I cast the EI. No. GG, I guess. What do you mean? Who's winning? I'm not. Doesn't block. I know my top card. Doesn't block, and I know my top card. Yeah. He thought the Borrower blocked. I think I topped that. So ideally I find, okay, DRC as a blocker is interesting. I think I put the EI to hand again. And then blocks flyers. Blocks flyers only. Delver's a chunkier blocker, but the Delver's a less chunky blocker. I think I just put the Delver in play. I think I bottomed the DRC. I don't think it really matters. Maybe that's wrong. Okay, I'm gonna bottom the Delver, cast the DRC, block. Yeah. We're post combat, so that's fine. There's no reason to. Oh, well, there is a reason to waste. They're dying next turn anyway. So I think we do waste. Because they're dead next turn anyway, so they have to tap that. I'm gonna waste. I think that's correct. I do not know. They're dead on board if they, like, regardless, so I think it just makes sense to take them off mana. Okay, well, my series of misplays didn't actually cost me the game, so that's good. They actually ended up working out that I left the Delver on top of it. I mean, they could have been, there was DRC below it, but, like, I played that game pretty loosely and still won, which was good. But that's, like, just the power of Delver. It's just, like, a very consistent deck that kind of carries players who can be, like, kind of medium. I still don't think I like Borrower in this matchup. I'm gonna cut the Mystic Sanctuary. I just think it's worse than Island. It's a tap land that just we're not getting a turn 4 or 5 in this matchup, and like someone's not winning. Maybe you're supposed to cut all the Murktides and keep the EIs, but that seems kind of wild. I don't know. EI is better than Murktide, but I don't know. Murktide blocks constructs if in a tight situation. We do need a win at some point, so... I don't know that the Riddlesmith attack was correct. I think it was probably fine, but it just let me get a card off board that I needed to kind of kill without having to kill it. I'm gonna keep this hand. I don't know that this is correct, but I'm gonna keep this hand. It's pretty good if I get a turn or two. Blast on turn 1, Meltdown, and like counterbalance turn 2, Meltdown turn 3. I think you have to keep these hands. I could just get Belchered here on turn 1, but like that's what his deck is capable of doing. He could also just go Grid, Echo, and I just can't do shit. But like a lot of my 6s aren't going to be able to deal with like 2 things like that too. So on the draw, so I think it's fine. How many matches have we played in this Delver series? We did 4 on Reanimator, and he was 3-1. Spoilers if you don't see that one. I don't know if I'm going to post the Reanimator one. It was a bit of a shit show, honestly, for both of us. Because misplays on both sides, bad mulls and stuff. I messed up and didn't record over half of it. Like, just random games were just, like, missing. So I don't know if that's going to be posted or not. It was a bit of a shit show, but okay, they did get to Echo on turn 1, and that's so they literally YOLO'd a Belcher Echo here. It's pretty bad for me. Holy shit, and I hit all lands. I mean, he's certainly got this game. If I don't draw land, and if I do, it's still looking poor. Oops, all spells. I'll discard Delver. Maybe that's worse than Potter. Oh. Yeah, oh. Nice wheel. My hand was pretty good, it just didn't have a force. I don't think you're supposed to mull the force in the matchup. He doesn't think it matters. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna scoop if he shows me like any combo piece here. Oh, I'm kind of surprised he just scored an LED there. He has another one, so it literally doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, we're gonna scoop to this. He's got the win here. I mean, like, yeah, you can whiff, but what the fuck am I gonna do? I have to draw like 3 lands to do shit, so yeah, we'll just run it back on the plate. I wonder if I do want Cage. Just as like their only real plan against us is Echo, and Cage is just gonna stop that. Maybe I do like the early threats. I don't know how badly we do need Murktides. I'm gonna actually try like that, just keep them more cantrips. Maybe in Borrower is fine. Kind of beats down. Problem is we now have no blockers for constructs, but we have like answers for them. Guys, I do not know if this is correct boarding. It's very hard to like correctly board against a matchup that's kind of like a new deck. Like, I do know his deck list. I have his deck list in hand, but like it doesn't mean I can just go like, oh, I know how to board versus this. When I'm playing a Delver list I'm somewhat unfamiliar with, just the sideboard of it. And then like also like this is fine. I'll keep this one. Again, pretty weak to side up, but it's fine, I think. It's just kind of hard to sideboard for... It's not necessarily the unknown, but it's like kind of the unknown because it's not a matchup you've ever really played. still recording here. We are still recording here. 55 minutes in. Okay, so this is actually good for me to see, but now it gets a little awkward because I need to kind of ponder now to find a wasteland, but now I'm tapped off of my shit for a turn. So, like, now I also have the choice, like, do I want to play one of these out or just hold one of these? I don't think I'm supposed to shuffle this. I think these are good threats. I think the answer is still just shuffle, or just, play them out. Question is, do I want... I think I'm gonna shock, yeah. I think I want to try to flip the others into the yard. Like, draw the other one and then flip the other one. Funny that like me and Killabee are both typing in the Discord as we're like playing this match, arguing over whether Karn is worth playing or not. I definitely might have screwed myself by playing this thing out, but like I don't think I'm supposed to just sit here with like stuff up and for the rest of the history. Can do that next turn. They're playing a second Sega, like it's gotta be good for me. Killabee says this client crashed. But, eh. Okay, so that's good for us if he's not killing us this turn. If he's killing us this turn, that's really bad for us. He's gonna YOLO this again. Maybe I need to mull the Force Will more if he's doing this. Yeah, this is very bad to me. This is just bad for me. He likes YOLOing. Yeah, this is very bad for me. His YOLOs is going very well. That went well. Yeah, I'm gonna now scoop. Well, technically could whiff, but like, I think I messed up this game by casting this DRC. I'm not gonna play this game out. He's just got, yeah. I think I played that game loosely. A few more. Let's try to get a few more in. Okay, so we're gonna play a fourth match, and then that's gonna be our last one. And hopefully I even it up here on Delver. I don't like losing to decks I don't think are bad matchups, but I do think I played that game pretty loosely. I don't know how bad it was played. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I can't really just Multiforce, but I also can't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. He wants to know who's first, though. It just doesn't matter. Just go. This is certainly a keep. You can't do it. Just do it. Alright. This hand is very strong. I am multitasking on like 3 different Discords right now from questions from people and stuff, and while trying to play Killabee and chat to Killabee on here and on his and on our Discord chat. It's kind of funny. Okay. Do I counter that? He's on a multi-5. It seems like good value to counter this pitch brainstorm? Pitch brainstorm, I think. I don't think I would. Okay. We're just gonna DRC. Hopefully we draw a blue card here. That would be the most ideal, so that we have days up as well, obviously. So we're gonna bin that. Sorry guys, I'm multitasking the crap out here. And bobble them. Ooh, Wasteland's good. It's not my blue card, but it's a good card. I think I'm fine with this at this point in the game. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Echo now. This feels bad. He's gonna echo, he's gonna gamble. Okay. Why does this feel bad? Because he's getting dazed? Does this feel bad because he's getting dazed? Into daze, yeah. Why is he gambling for gamble? Oof. His client is bugging out on him. Shitty. Or was it super secret to play on days? He'll see. I'm just going to nicely force this. Like, it didn't matter, but he's left on a thing versus my thing. I think I wasteland here. I don't love it, but I'm gonna not offer the trade. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to cast one of these. Unfortunately, I do not like it, but just with the way this is working, we kind of do. Okay, I want Murktide in hand. I mean, the bottom Brainstorm XL Ponder doesn't really matter. I now just want to end this game, which means putting that Murktide in play. Oof. I don't think that matters. We're racing. We're racing and winning the race, specifically. I think we Murktide this turn. Force will, missy, sure. It's a small one, but it's pretty good still. It's also gonna, like, we're gonna have 9 power in play here next turn. They can't attack. And I have EI in hand. Oh, that could have been good, but I guess I'd top that because they can never win through that. Put one in hand, boom. Put one on the bottom, sure, and exile that because I can't really cast it anyway. I don't really see they're out here, but make some constructs. I think we're gonna settle with this matchup's pretty even. But it's definitely, like, games are playing out quite interestingly. I don't want to fetch. They can needle me if they want to needle me. They're not gonna go do that though. I think they're gonna get LED and try some shenanigans. gonna do the little bit of a troll with the reveal hand. It's not rude when we're testing like this, I don't think. I don't know about Cage, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try the plan where I cut the Murktides last game, because I do think EI is quite good. Where was I cutting before the Dazes? No, I don't think so. I think that's a trap. This is better. Bottom. Hey, blast, I think. Bottom of land. I think it's a blast. This hand is certainly not fantastic, but it's not bad either. Any echo line involves, well, that's not even true. Most echo lines involve discarding their hand to LED, which means at the worst, I can surgical LED with this hand. So even if they echo here, I'm going to get rid of their LED, which is powerful. And now in this case, I'm just going to get rid of their LED, or their echo. I don't want any opportunity chance here. I could probably wait a little bit longer, but like, God, fucking something like goddamn. I don't know what he's trying to say. He said God, and then it's just like four dots, which just means a swear word of some sort. It could be damn or darn, because MTGO filters that. But wanted to discard Thrasta, but thought, fuck, he doesn't side. He doesn't side in. Nah, you definitely sided in on Delver. Well played. So he's got Thrasta, which I couldn't give less of a shit of. He's gonna have one pedal. He's not gonna be able to do this. Or he might be able to do this, but yeah, I might not be able to beat that Thrasta actually if it gets it this turn. He has to hit like a pedal or something here. Pedal or opal to win. Not necessarily win, but I don't think I'm going to beat that card, so did you hit? Can you even cast it? How does that thing cost? 3 less for each other spell? I'm pretty sure you could cast it if you found the mana for it. Okay, that's a great draw. I don't need the Cage anymore. Now it doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna play Delver, I think. Or sorry, not play Delver, blast that thing. Cage no longer does shit. Statements, yeah. I guess I play the... I don't think I play the Cage. I think I literally just hold it for... They shouldn't be surgicaling Tomb. He said today he got Wasteland into Ancient Tomb surgicaled. Like, that shouldn't be a surgical target, but okay. Tilt. He said he lost that game too. Funny. How do we lose this game? We know their hand is that card. Do I lose? I really want to play this Delver out. I don't think it's correct. I think it's just too risky is the problem. Like, I don't want to go like off a forcible here, even though it probably, Jesus, I'm just losing to Segas now. Yeah, I needed that. Alright, I no longer can just hold force. I think I now have to just Delver. I don't believe they can. Yeah, this is bad for me. It's not good for me. Need to find that meltdown card urgently. I really thought I was winning this game, but now I'm just not because Saigas, he drew 2 of them. This is game 2 though, so it's whatever, I guess. It's a game on the draw. This hand was really good though, and really decent. Oh, fuck me, why didn't I bolt that thing? I forgot to bolt that thing. Third Sega, okay, sure. I guess he could have made another construct in response. Bolting wasn't actually that good. I'm gonna actually block it. Oh, fuck me. He just blows me out here. Oh, this is such a blowout. Oh, he misplayed. So maybe not a blowout. Both misplayed. I mean, I play this. It's just very poor here. It doesn't do shit. Too late. I'm just getting Sega'd. Yeah, I'm just dying to all the Segas. Dying to Sega's fun. Not drawing Wasteland is very bad. I now need a top deck meltdown exactly to have a chance. There's a chance that I was supposed to leave that Delver in play, and I'll tell you the reason. Not about the bad trade-off that he could have made, or like he could have saved his construct, but it's a scry one. Like just a scry one to get rid of this and towards a meltdown is pretty good. Because now I only have 1 draw step to find the meltdown, and they'll still have 1 construct after that. Ponder. Okay, we found the meltdown. So that's pretty good for us, I guess. But they're still gonna have this 1 construct, which is a 1/1. Or sorry, they're gonna have 2 constructs, which is not good for me. I need to get rid of the. What is my top card? I literally forget what my top card is. It's 1 drop. See, I'm not paying attention to this counterbalance. I believe it's a 1 drop though, like Bolt or DRC. I don't remember which one it was. It should have kept Bolt if it was. But now I kind of have to shuffle. If they cast a spell, I'll reveal and see what it was. Just please cast spells. Cast spell. Let me see what my top card is. So I know it's not a 2, but I want to see what it is. It's a Pyroblast. Let's shuffle that one. I just wanted to see what it was for my own sake. If it was a Bolt, I'd consider maybe keeping it, but probably not, because I'm just dying. Sure, what's the top one? Lightning Bolt. Well, that doesn't... I'm dead now. Yeah, okay. They got it. You got it. Sweet. Neat. Alright. That was sad, losing that. I don't feel like I should be losing that game, but yeah, happens. I still don't think Murktide's that good. I don't know. I could be taking this the wrong way. Maybe Delver's worse than Murktide. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe Murktide's just better than Delver. Okay, let's try that. I think Murktide could be worse than Delver. He says there might be a 12 CMC on top, so... Keep. don't know if he knows how to restart Moto. He says his client's lagging again. I'm just going to play this DRC on turn 1. I know there's a lot of blasts and stuff in this hand, but I just want to develop my board first. I'm not sure what's going on. He's playing out stuff. Foster goes here, I think. Blast to the yard. Okay. Would be nice to find some lands. Holy shit. Alright, I guess. Sure, I guess I lose. I guess I had like a bunch of looks and now I just lose. That works, I guess. Guess I don't lose. But this flips now. Okay, bin. I think I get rid of Brainstorm maybe? Maybe DRC. I need to think about how I'm going to play out this turn. Do I care about counterbalance? Am I slamming the counterbalance next turn? If I am, I get rid of a blast, I think. I think I am. So do I get rid of blast or DRC? I play counterbalance this turn. I think I get rid of Brainstorm. Is that crazy? Yeah, I think it's Brainstorm. It just lets me hold up more options. Because I want to hold up blast this turn. And then I want to, maybe I should have kept the land. Okay, that was poor. I think I should have actually kept the land over, and just like being able to play out counterbalance and blast the next turn. Kept land over DRC. But it does put me pretty weak to Saga, so it's kind of interesting. All these like interesting little trade-offs in this matchup, it's going quite interesting. Jeez, it is now 7 a.m. and I haven't slept. That is wonderful. I'm glad he is doing chores after this because I'm going to go sleep. Sec kids, alright. Fair enough, kids are a thing. Yeah, okay, so. Turn. I don't like that Pyroblast, he says. Alright. He knows about Pyroblast or Red Blast, I don't remember. Okay. Grid. That's bad for me. Shuffle the top card away. Guess I should have got the steam vents there, but surgical. Alright. Slam this counterbalance. And then I think I'm supposed to just ditch the gamble over their deck. We'll get rid of that too. They have LED in their hand. So we can get a little peek of what he's sideboarded. I'm assuming he's sideboarding according to Primer though, which is like silenced one Thrasta. Out the freeze, I think. Out the Karn, out the needle. And then in grid, I think. Yeah. So he's just done Primer boarding. Okay, so he's got 2 of those in there. Just explaining something. Okay, so they're getting close to death. They're getting very close to death. I am gonna cast this. I am gonna cast. Is there any reason to cast that? Yeah. Is there Echo in there? Echo is alive. Okay, I'm gonna cast that. I can't cast it on their turn, so. Alright, so we went 2-2 in this matchup. And I'm pretty happy with that result. It feels like the matchup is I don't really want to spoil this deck. I'm keeping my Riddlesmith deck a little secretive, but I guess you guys could have got a quick screenshot there if you paused the video. I might show it off later, but I don't know. That was a lot of fun. He's gonna go, I think. Yeah, for sure, dude. For sure. Okay. So, yeah. So, let me just recap here a little bit. I think this matchup is probably pretty even. I think it's not favored for him, certainly. I don't think it's really favored for anyone. I think a lot of games variate between things. Like he was playing, like some games he's going to YOLO and lose to Force Will, and if I don't have it, I lose. If I do have it, he probably loses. Some games he's going to just YOLO and then Saga me, or just Saga me from the start. There's a lot of like variables in play here, and Meltdown's very good. Surgical seems very good. Counterbalance, I don't know, felt slow. I don't know that my sideboarding was correct. Maybe I'm not. I think you're supposed to bring in Counterbalance, but it kind of just did nothing in those 4 matches. And I obviously wasn't playing perfectly well either. Wasn't paying attention to my Counterbalance very much. I didn't really resolve it very much. Didn't draw it or resolve it very much. The games I lost came down to Urza's Sega, not finding Wasteland in time, losing to Sega tokens, or him drawing multiple Segas. The games I won came down to resolving Meltdown, or just a million Pyroblast and counter spells, and just kind of racing. I'm not entirely certain how Delver is supposed to sideboard in this. I think the first cuts are I think your first cuts post board are something like this. Like shit, it's loading really slowly. I think your first cuts are something like this, and you'd have to figure out how many cards you want to sideboard after that. So like a stock Delver list is going to be like, I'm just going to try to sort this out. Say these are stock Delver cards, and you want the Surgicals too. So you want the Surgicals. Not everyone plays Cage, so you want at least those 10 cards. Most lists don't play Flusterstorm, but they do have Hydroblast, and that might be a card worth considering bringing in, but I don't think you need to. So assuming you have 10 cards versus them, assuming these are your 10 cards to bring in, what do you side out? I think it's 4 Days Borrower, EI, 2 Bobble, but then you have 2 more cuts. I think the Mystic Sanctuary is worse than the Island. I think you cut that because the games don't go that long. They're like 4 or 5 turns, and that's not always going to happen. And then I think you get one more cut, which is probably a Delver Secrets, but could be a Murktide. So I think that's kind of the sideboarding there. I don't know that that's correct, but that's kind of where I'd assume. I do think Lightning Bolt is very good versus this deck. I think any removal spell, any Pyroblast effect is good. So like, assuming you don't have these Flusterstorms, assuming these cards aren't in your sideboard, this is how I would board, which is like the stock Delver sideboard are these cards right now. These cards are cards I play. I mean, Price of Progress and End the Festivities are stock, but like you're not bringing them in this matchup. Cage is like on and off stock. Flusterstorm's not often stock, but it's usually Hydroblast or something in that similar role. So yeah, that's a little overview, and I hope everyone enjoyed that. I know we didn't get Killabee's side of things, and I'm gonna invite him onto my stream later. I have invited him, and I'm finishing that primer with him, and once the primer gets out, we'll set up some streams to do with him on voice call, with playing his deck through leagues, testing with people, all that fun stuff. And I really hope that this is useful for players. I know you guys only got my side, which is kind of boring, but it might be insightful to see what he's like, how he's playing and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to post this on YouTube now.